Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me on their Fight Story. I have Kenny Champion with us, and this is the first time having him on my show.
How you
Kenny,
doing?
welcome. Good. How are you doing?
Great, I'm great.
Glad to hear. Kenny, how did you get into martial arts?
How did I get into martial arts? Well, I have a younger brother that, started doing mixed martial arts first, but I had a freshman year of wrestling, so that was kind of like a background of mine. When my brother started doing mixed martial arts, I kind of got into it that way. Kind of started late in my time, but it gave me something to do after I got out of work. And, I had some guys there that was encouraging me, just telling me things that I've never heard from where I was raised in my background, and that kind of just propelled me to just keep on going. And it's become a definitely a lifestyle. It's definitely a lifestyle.
How has it impacted your life?
It's impacted my life a lot. Changed my way of thinking. Gave me something to channel my energy because I believe a lot of things deal with energy, and I was able to use that through martial arts. Also, I'm always, for some reason, I've always been good at any form of art, whether I was writing music or whether I drew. And mixed martial arts was just another thing that was added on to what I can be creative with and channel my energy towards.
Where did you get the name Rise of Phoenix?
Uh, Rise of the Phoenix was kind of like, for one, it's a totem for my birthday. That's the highest totem that a Scorpio can get to, is a phoenix, and it also symbolizes things that I've been through in my life, and where I've turned my life around with a 360. A phoenix rises from the ashes, so it symbolizes that as well.
Through the years, seen you fight, and I've seen you through Facebook, kind of like getting to know your personal life as far as, your family.
Yeah.
And I see that when you get your title and you go, you bring it to where you came from, like giving them purpose, like something to look forward to. How does that make you feel when you go there and they see Kenny the champion?
I come from nothing. I come from a tough place, born and raised like all through my life, and I just want to show people, that it's never too late. If you got something like a dream or a passion and you want to go after, you just do it. Don't even think about it, and then try to see it all the way through. So I like to be a leader in that aspect, and also show that we have a tremendous amount of talent out here where I'm from, and it's not just all about um, what your surroundings have you around. So yeah, and it's just changed my life completely. But mixed martial arts changed my life completely.
How have you developed into the fighter that you are today?
For one, I definitely want to say coaches, then teammates. I had a lot of teammates. I was privileged to get a lot of teammates that had a few years of experience, and they were really good. So I was able to get better. And definitely at a short amount of time, I really think I picked up on it very quick in a short amount of time. And just experience. At this, it's really levels at this point. I trained with a lot of good guys over the years. So um, yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
What does it mean when you get into the cage?
It means everything. I mean, just the lead up, just the build up to it. I can say this is the only thing that really terrifies me and excites me at the same time, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
And it gives you a sense of really feeling alive when you get in here. You know, is definitely the best way to form a form of expression as well. And I just got better over the years. I just feel like is definitely levels to this game.
Who has been your biggest inspiration?
I think myself when I really to answer that question, I inspire my things myself, and I kind of forget to, pat myself on a back sometimes. I don't give myself enough credit. So yeah, I believe I'm my own inspiration, and I want to, and I inspire the people around me.
You've been fighting for a couple of years now. Throughout your fight career, what has been the fight that stands out the most for you?
My most memorable fight would be my fight with Cody Law at Bellator. It was a very, very tough fight, but it showed me what I have in me, in myself, and it also set a fire in me. Let me know that I don't have any quit in me. I really had to dig deep in that fight. He had me in a lot of bad positions, and it made me go back and work on those things that I need to work on. Just to hone my skills and get better.
What does this fight mean to you that's coming up, fighting for the OG belt?
I'm excited for it. When it all boils down to it, I really actually wanted to fight back in November 9th just to have a regular fight. And they offered me the OG title. I wasn't really thinking about it, but it gives me a little. It'll be another trophy, and that is kind of the difference. Greg Jones is going in there to defend his title, and I'm just going in there to show my abracadabra, to show my magic, things that I've been working on, to show my craft, show that I'm better than the last time I fought, and that's what that's my whole part of really wanting to get inside of that cage. So that's the difference.
Have you changed the way you've been training? Have you changed anything for this fight?
No, I've been so I don't stop training. Again, like I said, mixed martial arts is it's a way of life for me. That's what I do now. That's how I utilize my time, my day. I go to work. I work 10 hours, and then I'll go to the gym for 3 or 4 hours, and get back home. And it's my work ethic. And that's what I rely on. So no, my training, I don't even call it a training camp because I'm always training around the clock. So I've been training since my last fight with Aaron Hughes. I probably took a week off before I was back in the gym. So I've been training that long. No, I haven't trained anything, but I always got new tricks, up my sleeve, and there haven't hasn't been a gym that I've been to cross training or anywhere that I haven't been one of the best inside of there. So, and it's just levels. It's levels. I've been doing this for a while. I've been fighting a lot of tough guys.
Yeah, and that's the thing. A lot of people say it's a lifestyle, but then they only train like twice a week. People need to really understand what it means be a fighter. It's not just the title of saying I'm a fighter. It's everything changes, everything. You have to develop yourself around it. You have to build yourself.
Right. You have to be inside of your around the clock. You can't be taking time off. 2 3 weeks off, you'll just decline. You'll just keep declining. Then when you get back in there, it'll be harder to get back to where you was at. Instead of after a fight, you may take a week off or maybe a week and a half, and you right back in there. So your level could be like this because once it starts dropping, it'll be harder every time. You know, it's just and this is one of the toughest sports in the world by far. This is one of the toughest sports in the world. So um, and it's not for the weak, man. This is not for the weak. It's actually not a sport. This is not a game. This is not a game.
Yeah,
So
and it's not for the weak in the sense that physically and mentally.
yes,
Yeah, many people think it's just physical. When people go into the cage, into the ring, their mindset needs to be on point. They have all these different things that happen in their life that if their mindset isn't there, anything can happen. And it could be for good or it could be for bad for them. The physical and the mental part has to be on point.
That is 100% correct. Your mind has to be there, leading up to it, before it, during it. You can't. You have to be 100% inside of that cage, because again, anything can happen inside of it.
Through your fight career, have you ever had a moment where you weren't fully there mentally because of just different things that have happened in your life, where you'd have to push even harder and just people didn't even know?
I would say my fight after the Cody Law fight. I can't remember the guy name, but he fought for Regiment Training Center. He was a Thai guy, and I didn't have any background on this guy, but I believe he. I went in there, and things that I do in the gym every single time during training, I just kind of like froze when I took him down during a second takedown, and he threw up a arm bar, and things that come instinctively to me inside the gym, it didn't come like that. I kind of just like froze and just did the wrong thing. Long story short, I was going through something at that time, a life changing experience at that time. I still went ahead and took the fight during me going through that transition, and I think that kind of like played a big part in it. Which sometimes you should be smart and you shouldn't just take certain fights. But I went ahead and took the fight, and I ended up losing. So yeah, I was going through a tough patch in my life at that time.
What would you tell fighters? What would be the best advice you could give them?
The best advice I would give them is stay consistent. Definitely see it all the way through, and this is a selfish sport. You got to be selfish in your journey to being a champion, to being great at something. Um, it takes a lot of you have to be driven to your goal. You have to dig deep, you know, things like that. That's what I would probably tell new up and coming fighters. And you just have to be in the gym, man. You have to be in the gym all the time. Again, like is a selfish sport.
How do you find the balance between your personal and your fight career?
Listen to your body. Know when it's time to take time off, and definitely enjoy family time. When you have special occasions, special events, take time off to do that. That's how you balance it.
What can we expect from you in your fight career?
That's a tough question. I don't know. We'll have to see after I win this title belt, where I see myself after that. But I really want to give this. I want to give this to somebody. Uh, and so if I can give this to somebody that's younger, or a few people that's younger, if I could reach them with this, one day they'll be better than I will be and make it further than I will, and that's something I just probably want to. I probably want to give back in a sense. I can't take this with me. I'm 45 years old. We only live to see 80, 90 years old. So I don't got much time, so I want to be able to give it out to somebody if I can.
This is your lifestyle. This is your career. It means more to you than just a cage. It means you're in there and you're fighting, but you're fighting for everybody else. You're fighting for your family, your friends, the people that are rising up. You're fighting for your community. You're fighting to get people out. You're fighting it, and it's just beautiful. It, even though it's a selfish sport, like you say, you're still doing it for other people.
It's selfish and it's lonely because it's just you putting your all into it, but yes, I'm fighting for a huge purpose. I'm fighting for all nine of my siblings, all nine, 10 of my siblings. I have a lot of siblings, you know. My mom had eight of us, and I'm fighting for all of us, you know. I'm fighting for my people in my community, just a lot, man. And I just had a friend who mom just passed away at the beginning of this month to cancer. I'm gonna dedicate this fight to her as well, you know. But yeah, I'm fighting for a lot, man.
Wow. Well, my condolences to your friend. Thank you for what you do. It's not easy. It's rewarding for you, but it's definitely more than what people see and what they. It's not just you in the cage. It's not. It's you carry so much on you when you're going into the cage, and I feel like every time you strike somebody, it's like one piece comes off and comes off and comes off.
I'm fighting for a whole community of people, man. I got a lot of people behind me, you know. So I'm
Yeah.
fighting, yeah, for a lot, you know. And it's just me just putting channeling all my energy into it. Yeah, and you know, not being a statistic, you know, to my surroundings, you know, so that and showing people, you know, again, you could turn it around, you could do something different, you know, it's just not always the same thing. So
Kenny, before we conclude, is there anything that you would like to share?
no, I just want to shout out, you know, all my friends and family, my community, everybody that's out there supporting me, you know, and everybody that's gonna come out to support me for this fight, you know, it means the world to me.
Thank you so much,